Hi, this is Lada from astrolada.com with your January 2019 horoscopes. Happy New Year, guys! And this year starts with a sprint. This is the year numerologically of the number 3, and the number 3 corresponds to the planet Mars. And we start this year having to go very to mobilize our powers. We have no time to rest after the festivities. Mars year is going to be very dynamic with a lot of new beginnings, with a lot of initiatives that people will feel. And this year starts with 2 eclipses, guys. Wow. Eclipses are about fated events that turn our life around and place new beginnings and complete old programs, karmic programs in our life. And Mars is in Aries, making it very dynamic. Things will just come out of the blue, bam, 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 bam. Wow, But I have a present for you for 2019. and you can go already on my website and see it's a Christmas present for you, 2019 presents. It's the free weekly transit calendar. Basically, you can go at any time and check what specific transits you're going to be having for the whole week ahead. Some people might have up to 20, 30 transits per week. And it says, like I've been writing it for 3.5 years with very detailed descriptions, practically what you expect. And this is so different because this is not a generic horoscope. Like you're not listening just for Aries, your sun sign, or Venus. This is like a professional astrologer does a reading. It's your specific transits. No one else in the world has the same transit at the same time as you, unless you have a twin born within 2-3 minutes from you. Otherwise, this is the real deal. No one is born with the same horoscope, and you will see a proper horoscope, and it's free, guys. If you want a month or a year, you can update the version, but otherwise, I'm giving it to you for free. I'm so excited. There is no such available tool for free. There is no such available free software online anywhere with so much information unless you pay or you have a professional astrology program. So there you go. Go and check it out. Plus, I have prepared for you for January 140 pages report for everything important that's happening for all the 12 signs inside, for every important astrological event, what you can expect. So if you want to get it, it's just $7.99 for the whole of January. I also have February ready for you. It's very professional astrology with very practical advice as well. It's like an in-depth calendar, almost like a book for the whole month, day by day. All right. And also don't forget my my yearly 2019 videos are out. You can get them 1.5 hours. Also the written ones, you can get them, and the calendar, 2019 calendar. And we have a retreat in the summer. My first retreat in Bulgaria for 4 days. Will be quite a few astrologers there. Taurus January, which is the main one, and me as well. We'll have some psychics from the website as well. And you can check out again on the link below if you want to join us. And we're gonna party, and you're gonna come to my place, to my house, and we're gonna go to the beach every day, and we're gonna do astrology for hours. So it's gonna be exciting year, very dynamic, full of energetic things. So let's dive into each of the signs. Hi Taurus, let's see what the start of the year holds for you. Well, we start the year with Mars entering your 12th house and many planets in in your 9th house, the sun, and there is a new moon eclipse. So there's eclipse, sun, Saturn, and the moon, and the south node. At the start of the year on the 5th of January. And so basically your 9th and 12th houses from Taurus are being activated very strongly this month from the very beginning. What does it mean? The 9th and 12th houses are the houses of preparation for something. They're what's called the explore, learn, research houses. 12 houses, deep research, 9 houses, learning something new. So this is what the planets are calling for you. This is where you have to be active. Rather than start totally new things this month, I would advise you to research, maybe to get on a course of higher education or study, maybe to retreat a little bit and study a little bit more, or even do some traveling, because these both houses, the 12th and the 9th, are houses connected to far away, traveling to distant lands, and this is where you can get ideas, or just traveling of the mind, traveling through books, through reading, through studies of some sort, and This is how it will illumine you and prepare you for more powerful new beginnings once Mars comes into your sign from the middle of February and really motivates you and gets you going. And you might find yourself while Mars is in your 12th house in January, that you don't have as much willpower or as much force to start new beginnings, because 12th house is this invisible house that's behind you, and Mars is your drive and energy to get things going. And you might feel like somehow your energy is being undermined or being sucked out, or that you have to give your energy away, because 12th house is the house of losses, but it can be used for good. You can help someone, you can do something for someone else, or you might feel like your energy is kind of, or whatever goals you have, because Mars is the general in the horoscope that goes after, the king says, go win me that kingdom. Well, this is Mars, the general that has to win that kingdom, but it's in the 12th house. Basically, he's in a opium den, and he can't see clearly. He's like, or he's in a spa retreat right now in January for you, so he can't do all the heavy pulling and all the army clearly, to direct it. So it's good actually for you also. It can be good to take a break, to take it easy, to study, to research, to maybe go on a holiday, as I said, or maybe use that energy in some kind of more private way. In the 12th house, it can be through swimming, it can be through walks in the park, it can be through some focused meditative techniques of some sort. And on another level, though, be careful that, because Mars will be making square to the eclipse point, to Saturn, to the Sun there, and be careful that you don't do some hidden actions which can affect your, being in the good favor of others, in the good, what is that called, like reputation, or in the good eyes of others, because hidden actions are more likely while Mars is in the 12th house, and such that might be even harmful to yourself or to others. Or on another level, it might be that you put more energy into completing something. 12th house is ending something, finishing up something, wrapping up something, or rather than starting something totally new, preparing for something. This is the other option. And you might find yourself that your sleep is a little bit disrupted with Mars in the 12th house. It's harder to sleep. 12th house is the house of sleep. Mars is the house of energy. So you can have, or you can find yourself having more violent and angry dreams, and but again, it's more on the psychic, on psychological level of some sort. Um, and but the eclipse, let's talk a little bit about the eclipse, a new moon solar eclipse on the 5th of January, which you might be feeling already, and it will be active for 6 months after that. So this new beginnings, that an eclipse brings new beginnings, as you know, and they're more fated. They have a much bigger impact than just a new moon. New moon happens every month. Eclipse happens twice. Solar new moon eclipse happens just twice a year. So twice a year we have the opportunity to put a reset button in this specific area of your life. In this year, in January, it's about your beliefs. So something can happen for you to reset your beliefs, to trim. The South Node is about letting go of something, to trim some old beliefs, to trim some old goals and ideals for yourself. And the 9th house is the vision for our future, what inspires us, what gives us hope to get up in the morning and to go and do things. So there might be some kind of a little crisis of faith for some of you, faith crisis. So how is it called? Where you have to abandon, or you're forced to let go or sacrifice some idealistic goal or ideal of yours, and to sacrifice it for something more practical, Saturn, which requires a new beginning. You might be required to downsize your belief systems in some way, to make it more practical as well, to streamline them, or to organize your belief systems in some way. And it can even create a little bit of a crisis with opinions with someone. You believe something strongly, someone believes something strongly, but you can feel like there is pressure there on you of some sort. And you might be forced into accepting even a new belief system. But the South Node allows you to let go, because it's a lunar full eclipse, letting go. But also it can be 9 houses. Some of you might have to let go of some course of study, of some studies or high education of some sort, because they have to start a new one, because something forces them in a new, because Saturn is a bit forceful planet in the sense that it's a planet of you have to, not like I want to. But it's for good, because this eclipse is conjoined the star Vega, and it's a very spiritual star. So whatever you have to let go, whether it's your belief systems, whether it's even relationships with parental figures, the ninth house is teachers and father figures, professors and mentors. It's for good, because such figures might play a much more forceful role in your life right now. Like they can point the finger towards you like Saturn, and they can make you sacrifice something, or they can make you change your plans for the future in some sort, or demand from you more, because this is the ninth house. Saturn is demanding, but it's the star Vega. It's the most spiritual star. It's happening on the star Vega. So whatever it's happening, whatever this eclipse triggers, it's for spiritual good. It's really good for, ultimately, it's gonna help you. It's presided over by entities of high vibration, and energies of high vibration of some sort. So you might need to take on some new beginnings, take on new responsibilities, and let go, though, of some old ones in regards to teaching, to uh, high education, to foreign countries, to travel, to foreign residents as well. Uh, so, yes, some sacrifices, but also new beginnings and new heavy responsibilities you have to take there. The other eclipse, which is the lunar eclipse, is happening, and it's with Rahu. Rahu is in Cancer, but it's causing this lunar eclipse. It's happening in Leo. It's your fourth house, and especially Tauruses that are born in April, if it's your sun sign, or 20th, 21st, 22nd of April, will feel this eclipse very strongly. There can be some kind of mini crisis with family, or some change, some big change that they have to do with their family life, personal life, with property, with place of living for some of them, or mother or family member, because there is a full square. And also you need to, but all Tauruses can feel it to some extent, and this is happening in your fourth house, and this, it means a full moon eclipse means completing something, seeing the results of something. So some situation connected to family, to home, to property, to place of living, or vehicles can escalate for you now, Taurus. Can come to conclusion, can give its results, but they might be a bit surprising, because Uranus is making a square to this fourth house. So it might be not exactly what you expected, but you still can reap something, because Rahu always gives something, while Ketu makes a sacrifice something, and this is a Rahu eclipse. So Rahu makes us gain something, so you can gain something material, more tangible, or make a big change or choice in regards to your place of living, property, vehicles, or parenting style, and but at the same time, it might be out of the blue a little bit, unexpected, because of Uranus, the Uranus transit, and it's because Uranus comes from the 12th house. It might be because of circumstances not really dependent on you, out of your 12th house is something that's kind of more fated, or out of your, because of actions, because of things that have been put in actions before or earlier. And there is another thing that's happening this month. This is the Neptune Jupiter square, and Neptune is here in Pisces, and Jupiter is in Sagittarius. So this is your 11th, and this is your 10th house. So you have to be a bit more careful. Sorry, it's not, it's 8th house, sorry. It's your 11th and 8th house. So there can be some expenses. And those expenses might be because of, because Neptune is about losing or overspending, and it might be because, and the 8th house is mutual resources. So there might be some spendings or extra expenses that come with, because of a partner, because of someone else, because of investment in something, or business partnership, because of your partner's resources, or your partner might be spending a bit more this month, or because of friendships, or because of social activities, or because you want to invest in some kind of long-term goal, the 11th house, but you might have to put money into some mutual fund or into invest in something, but be careful. I would advise you not to do such things because you might oversee something. It's a difficult aspect. So if you put money in something that you're expecting to bring you gains or earning, 11th house, and especially if it's connected to you, uh, you and other people's resources and finances, in some case, 8th house, this can turn out to be not like you expected, so there can be some financial losses there. Or if you're trying to invest in something or money related to group activities of some sort, again, they can create some expenses. But on another level, it might be something that is necessary that you have to do. Just be prepared for that. If you can avoid it, we can't avoid always planetary influences. And on another level, it can mean that you just spend more for 8th house and 11th house matters. And that would mean that you might have to support a partner or someone of some sort because you have to spend, or maybe a friend that you have to help out. And not only financially, it might be like overextend yourself with kindness and generosity, which is what Neptune and Jupiter means. And in the worst case scenario, you can be a little bit taken on a ride and misled if you have, and you might have different expectations from your friends or from, an intimate partner. 8th house, and if so there is a bit of a lack of clarity in those two areas. So just be a bit more cautious. But they're both planets are benefic, and despite the difficult aspect, they are trying just to basically, how do I say, they're trying to, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But yes, I don't want to repeat myself too long and to become boring. So hopefully you got the picture. So friends and mutual resources and money and investments in something, more cautious there. You don't know all the details, and not only money, but actions and activities. There can be some activities with mutual resources and partner that you're not aware of, and that or business partners of yours, or friends of yours, or social circle that you're not aware of, that are kind of happening around January. So thank you so much. And if you want to see your personal transits, how these influences affect you, of course, check out my free weekly transit calendar, the only one available online. I've never seen anything like that is free for a week with so much information. So thank you very much. And if you want to know the whole January ahead of February, I have 140 pages on each of the month in-depth prognosis on the website.